What's happening, guys? This is the Grandmaster of Faster, and welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin. In this episode, we're going to explore the new area we just unlocked. How awesome is that? Well, it's gonna be pretty awesome. Welcome to the Forest of Hope. This is definitely one of my favorite tracks in the entire game. There's just a very calm and serene feel to it. Alright, so Olimar is going to talk about getting the Pikmin out of the onion. Fairly simple. All you need to do is stand beneath it and then call them out. Simple as that. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to destroy both of these pellet posies. You'll notice that one of the pellets is red and the other is yellow. Well, those colors are not just for decoration. Believe it or not, there is significance to them in terms of bringing them back to the onion. The red pellet produced 2 sprouts. However, the yellow pellet only produces 1 sprout. The reason being is that if you take a pellet back to the onion of the same color, then it will produce more Pikmin seeds. This is a really good trick to utilize if one of your types is running a little low. Alright, now we gotta destroy this wall. You're going to find a lot of walls in this game, and it's definitely your best interest to try and get rid of them all, because the more walls you destroy, the easier it will be to navigate. This wall is made out of bramble, which means the Pikmin can destroy it by themselves. However, the one over here is made of stone. We cannot do anything about this wall. Yet. We will be able to later on. And whoa, you guys work fast! I'm sorry if I ever insulted you, but jeez! You guys are miracle workers. Alright, so the wall is destroyed now. Most excellent. And now, time to meet the very first enemy in the game. This is the Dwarf Bulborb. It, like many other enemies, will try and eat your Pikmin. However, if you swarm, then it really doesn't stand a chance. Rinse and repeat. Okay, now that both of them have been taken care of, let's destroy all these pellets. I'm sorry, but 28 Pikmin is not nearly going to be enough. We're going to need much, much more. Alright, so let's just get 3 of these guys. Well, technically 6, because there are 2 of them. Okay, 7. Fine. Off in the distance, you can see a ship part. However, we're going to need 40 Pikmin in order to carry that thing back to base. Alright, so, we've got, exactly 10 reds. Excellent. That means we can carry this giant 10 pellet back without any issue whatsoever. Very nice. Okay, let's start plucking. Pluck like you've never plucked before, Olimar. Okie dokie. You know, I must say, my views of this game changed drastically. When I first played it, I was so confused. I just could not get used to the controls, and I couldn't appreciate the atmosphere. And I just didn't understand it because it was so different from anything I had ever played. Then, about 5 years later, I decided to buckle down and give the game another try, and I ended up really liking it, and now it's become one of my favorite games. Well, not just one of my favorite games, but one of my favorite franchises in general, in terms of Nintendo. And definitely an underrated Nintendo franchise, if you ask me. Alright, I think that should be enough. Yeah, 57 is plenty. That's another thing I'm going to mention. I'm going to mention the bottom bar. The meter to the far left is Olimar's health. If Olimar runs out of health, then the day will automatically end. And that sucks. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of these two dwarfs. There we go. The number on the left indicates how many Pikmin you currently have in your party. The middle number indicates how many Pikmin are currently out in the field. And the number on the right indicates how many Pikmin you have in total. So they're going to bring back some enemies. Now, enemies tend to produce much more Pikmin seeds than pellet posies do. Of course, the trade-off is that enemies can obviously kill some of your troops. Alright, I think we're ready to grab this ship part, now that the bulborbs have been cleared. Why, it's the Eternal Fuel Dynamo! It has an unlimited energy supply. I won't have to worry about saving electricity anymore. This will make my fight for survival a bit easier. Oh man, I could just think of all the uses that a part like this would have in real life. I mean, think about it. Something that produces an endless amount of electricity? That's pretty damn handy. Some people have all the nice things. I also should mention that meter at the top. That is the sun meter, and it shows the progression of time during the day. It steadily moves to the right, and when it reaches the other side, night will fall. And when night falls, you'll have a short window of opportunity to get back any Pikmin that might be straggling in the open. Long story short, if you leave behind any Pikmin, they will get eaten. And there we go! Our second ship part. And it fits quite nicely inside the Dolphin. Eternal Fuel Dynamo. This should light things up. No more candles for me. So we're going to need 3 more parts if we want to get to the next area. Alright, we're gonna pluck some grass. And this is what happens. When you pluck grass, there is a chance that nectar will pop out. And when Pikmin drink this nectar, they will become flower Pikmin. Pikmin have 3 stages of life: leaf, bud, and flower. Flower Pikmin have increased speed, and also their attacks are stronger. There are a couple of ways that you can flower your Pikmin. One, as I just demonstrated right there, is nectar. But if your Pikmin are in the ground and you leave them be for a bit, they will gradually turn into buds, and then the buds will turn into flowers. Obviously, the more flower Pikmin you have, the better off you'll be. Alright, now we gotta work on this wall. And we have a little under half a day left. I should be able to do what I need to do. But how many Pikmin do we have? 74. That should be enough in terms of reds. Alright, guys. Any day now. Just take your time. Come on. Any minute. There we go. You guys are awesome. And slackers! Alright. Time to introduce a new enemy. This is the Dwarf Bulborb's bigger cousin, the Spotty Bulborb. Do not approach these guys from the front. That is suicide. Instead, you'll want to sneak up behind them and then do what I like to call the rump rush. Attack his butt! And don't let up. There we go! Yeah, those guys can be rather dangerous because they can eat Pikmin much faster than the dwarves can. Alright, I guess we can take both of those pellets back to base. Alright, this dwarf Bulborb, he could be a bit of a problem. We could swarm him, but... Oh, God! We could swarm him, but instead we're going to throw Pikmin onto him. If you throw a Pikmin directly on top of a dwarf Bulborb, it will be killed instantly. Now, the reason why I did that is because there is a chance that that dwarf Bulborb could let out a yelp. And if it yelps, this spotty Bulborb here will wake up. You don't want that to happen. And come on, come on, come on. Very nice. And that's all the Reds need to do. And now... we found a red onion, and now we found a yellow onion. Which means... we have now encountered yellow Pikmin. The color is different, but it seems to be a Pikmin nonetheless. First glance suggests this one has what, in some circles, could be considered very large ears. It looks like it may weigh less than the others. In what other ways might it be different from the red Pikmin? No matter, they are obviously quite similar, so I shall call this one a Pikmin as well. So now we gotta farm some yellows. Okay. How are we doing for time? We've got a few, we've got some time left. I think the rest of this video is just going to be dedicated to breeding yellows. And like I said, same color pellet to same color onion produces more Pikmin seeds. Now you might be wondering, why did I not bring back those Bulborbs? Well, the reason is quite simple. I want to save them for the yellows, seeing as how we just discovered them. Okay. I admit I probably could have done a little bit more on this day, but I think I've fulfilled my major goal. I wanted to activate the yellow onion. Alright, and good on you guys. You're helping out the team. Yeah, if any idle Pikmin are standing around and they notice some other Pikmin carrying things, they'll pitch in and help, which is pretty good, I guess. You just have to make sure they're going to take it to the right place. In fact, that reminds me of something else. If more than one color of Pikmin is carrying something, then color majority will dictate where it ends up. However, if the exact same number of Pikmin, in terms of color, are carrying an object, I believe, if memory serves, it might be the first color that was thrown at the object. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and test that. Okay, come on, get back here. Yeah, I think that's it. So the first color of Pikmin that was thrown at an object will determine where it goes, if there is an equal number of Pikmin carrying it. Okay, am I going to have enough time? I hope I will. Alright, thank you guys for pitching in there. Because it is almost dusk, excuse me. Dawn, daytime, dusk, nighttime. Oh, and Olimar is going to touch upon something that I have not mentioned yet. There can only be 100 Pikmin out on the field at a time. If you produce more Pikmin while there are 100, they will just be stored in the onion. Okay, it's almost sundown. My clock is indicating the approach of sunset. Pikmin waiting beneath the Dolphin and onions will probably enter the onions on their own. But if I don't call the stragglers and add them to my group, they may not be able to get back. And I... Come on, guys! Carry the dumb board back! What is wrong with you? Why are you not carrying the board back? Okay, thank you. Okay. I just gotta call my Pikmin back. And, then I gotta pluck these guys. What Olimar said is rather important. If you have any stragglers and you leave them behind, they will get eaten. However, Pikmin that are planted in the ground will stay safe. Alright. Yeah, I think the others are at base. And come on, guys, hurry up, hurry up. Can you get it in there? Yes! Alright. I've got 93, and I think the other 7 are back at base. So, we did it. Oh, and one dwarf bulborb. Didn't get him taken back to the onion. Oh well. I think we did fine today. We got a ship part, and we activated the yellow onion. So, all in all, today was successful. We're definitely going to do a lot more tomorrow, though. I'm just worried if I left any behind. And it would appear that I did not, so you spotty bulborbs are going hungry! 2 days since impact. It appears that many of my ship's parts have landed in this region. If I can just recover the parts of my radar, I should be able to use my radar screen. How that would improve my chances. Then I'd only have to press the Y button to locate my parts. Yet, there seem to be many hostile life forms here. If I am attacked and my spacesuit takes damage, I must return to my ship, stand in front of it, and press the A button to make suit repairs. As I explore, I must pay attention to my suit's damage meter in the bottom left corner of the screen. So we sprouted 93 Pikmin and have not lost any yet as of yet. Very nice. And take a look at those graphs. Man, have they soared. Well, that is it for day 2. So next time on Let's Play Pikmin, we're going to return to the Forest of Hope, and we're going to try and collect some more ship parts. As usual, please be sure to leave a like or comment below and subscribe to my channel. Every one of those really helps. See you guys next time! Hey, did you like what you saw? Then be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter for updates on my videos. Also, do you want to record LP videos like me? Then check out my kit page for my go-to equipment for recording.